Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick overview of some handlebars that I put on my 2022 Triumph Speedmaster. These come stock with a beach bar style handlebar, which, I don't really care about the look of them. It's fine with the look of them, but I'm a fairly short guy. I'm about 5'3", 5'4" with my motorcycle boots on. And it was just a bit of a difficult reach for me with those beach bars. So I wanted something that would bring the bars up and back towards me. And I know Triumph makes a Mini Apes handlebar style, but they're a pinned handlebar. So they come, rather than leaning back the way mine are right now with the forks, they sort of stick straight up. And you can't lean them back because of those pins unless you're willing to re-drill the holes or do something different with the risers. And plus they were just too, in my opinion, they were too tall. They were taller than I wanted them to be for the look and for the styling and everything. So I went with these. These are TC Brothers Narrow Mini Apes. And these are 8-inch rise. I don't recall what the pullback is on these. I think I paid about $100 on Amazon for these bars. They're a 1-inch diameter bar, which is the standard diameter for a Triumph Speedmaster. And I just wanted to kind of go over my findings with these bars real quick for anybody who's maybe considering these same bars. So these are actually set up, I believe, for some kind of Harley-Davidson. So they have a knurled finish. Let me zoom in down here. They have a knurled finish where the clamps are, but it's a 3.5-inch center to center on the knurling, where the Triumph is a 4-inch center to center. So you do see that sticking out there just a little bit, here on either side of the clamp, which I'm fine with, but some people may not like to see that. For Triumph's Mini Apes, they do offer an aftermarket cable kit and wiring kit that are extended for their Mini Apes. Now, I wanted to see if I could get away without that because I'm not going with as tall of a bar. I didn't want to have them be too long, and I was able to make them work. Now, the wiring itself is not a big deal. They have these sort of rubber straps that hold it onto the bar, so I was simply able to undo those and then just simply extend them up further. It wasn't that big of a deal. On the brake side, they do sort of hang straight where they used to kind of go up and follow the bars on the stock beach bars. Again, that's kind of a personal thing. I'm not really bothered by it. Some people might be. Now, for the brake line, I did have to actually disconnect the brake line from the master cylinder. Now, I was just really careful when I did that. I had this whole thing off the bar at the time. So I was able to simply rotate the master cylinder so that the hole was facing sort of towards the sky while I undid that bolt and pulled the brake line off, because it used to run under here and around, sort of next to the speedometer. So now I simply have it coming up and running straight up to the master cylinder, and that works fine for me. There's like a little rubber protector on here where it used to rub, sort of on the front side of the fork support here, the fork bracket, whatever the thing is called. Now it just simply runs behind. I have no other binding, no other issues. I just had to disconnect it to kind of feed it backwards through the forks here to get it to come straight up. Now, for the clutch line, I did have to get a little creative with it, where I actually had to disconnect it down on the engine side to make room. But this guy, let me come in down here, see if I can show you. So it comes up, and originally it sort of would pass through or behind this little bracket, which is just a couple of Torx bolts holding it on. And then it would come through underneath the fork here, and then there's this little sort of, I don't know what you would call that, but that held the cable in place, and then again it would come up in front here and then connect to the actual brake lever, or sorry, the clutch lever itself. So all I did was, I disconnected it first from the actual end of the clutch here, and then I took these 2 Torx screws out that were holding the whole wiring harness and everything in place, pulled it out, and ran it straight up. Now I did add a little zip tie here as a sort of a temporary measure. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to leave that or try something else, but basically now it just simply runs straight up the frame, straight in front of the tank, and then comes all the way up here to my clutch lever. And again, I'm not having any issues. There is this little sort of a protector sleeve that was on it, and I simply moved where it was so that it was making contact, you know, here on the metal. But I haven't had any issues with binding. I haven't had any, there's no tightness in the lines and all. And this is with the stock cables and stock wiring. So again, these are the TC Brothers 8-inch Mini Apes, narrow Mini Apes. I guess the only other thing that I'll mention here, besides the fact that, you know, I had to do a little rerouting of the cables, was the length of the Triumph bars, the straight section, requires about 9 inches if you're going to mimic or use the old grips and then the old bar end caps. This bar only has about 8 inches of straight length, and it seems like most of the Harley styled bars that I was looking at had that issue. And if you tried to put the brake, especially the brake, because this is a it's an electronically controlled throttle on this thing, if you tried to put the brake master cylinder too far into that bend when you tighten down the bolts, this whole thing would sort of tweak slightly, and then this would bind, and this wouldn't turn freely anymore. So rather than using the factory end caps and the factory grips, I simply allowed this to sit a little bit closer to the end of the bar. And then I got some aftermarket grips. These are Vans Cult grips, I believe. And I got them in brown because I wanted to try something different. But they're a closed-end grip rather than the factory Triumph grips, which are an open-ended grip with like a metal cap on the end. So I like the way it looks. I didn't feel like I'm losing anything by losing that little end cap. I'm still running the factory mirrors on it, and I think I got great visibility behind me. I'm really, really happy with these bars. Again, being 5'3", it allows me to sit kind of almost straight up while getting my hands on the bars. It gives me a lot more comfort. I'm not leaning forward anymore with these things. So for anybody who wants to try them out, the TC Brothers narrow Mini Apes in 8 inches, I think they work great. A little bit of rerouting of cables, a lot more comfort, and I think a better look than the factory Mini Apes that you can get from Triumph for both the Speedmaster and the Bobber. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. Maybe this helps somebody make a decision, you know, helps you kind of understand what's possible with the factory cables or how much work might be involved. If you have any questions, go ahead and throw them down in the comments below. And thanks for watching.